And then we'll work on. You have one already, Jim?
Yes, thank you.
You have it already? We're gonna open up shortly. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. They open up shortly. You know, they gotta, what else they gotta make sure.
Oh, no, I was just. No.
It's every second.
No, sign in.
At the Public Building Commission meeting. Okay. This is the executive boardroom 210. All righty. It's going down. 2:30. About this. Yeah, he's still out here. Still out here corrupting.
They don't have San seed, right?
Yeah, but you gotta, somebody gonna have to buzz you in. Somebody have to buzz you in.
Sorry, we'll see.
How you doing?
You're so fun.
Yeah, you know, until we get these people out these seats.
I just want to know.
Yeah,
You know.
he's still out here.
Right.
Got no answers. Raising property tax.
You know.
My people.
Well, you know. You say no bad about it. Well, you know. Did you know this? No.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know y'all was coming. I wouldn't know. So it's I would have signed y'all up. It's every second. It's every second. Yeah, and you gotta sign up like that Thursday, that Friday before. Or you can come over here and because he signs up. Thank you, Malachi. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, especially violating the First Amendment, manipulate the First Amendment, manipulate.
Chasing Irvin in the elevator. When we was going upstairs, I said, "You gotta hurry up, you know." As we go to see Sarah, I said, "You gotta hurry up, you know, there, because this one right here, Jason Irvin, he's gonna violate our First Amendment right now. Let us speak." I don't do that.
Yes, you do.
Do that. I said, "Yes, you did." Why would I lie? I don't know.
Because you are a habitual one.
I know that you are.
Yeah.
Now, why you lying? I don't know, but I know that you are.
Yeah. Can't stop lying. Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it.
It's in a because they politicians, lying politicians.
Each, all of them, there's double eight. They have a building. And all of them have restaurants. I was asking the young lady.
I don't know. I don't know. So,
Huh?
why would they just be so important that the mayor and Tony Pritchett here?
Oh, it's because this is the board meeting that's for all the buildings, City Chicago, city colleges, anything like that. Like it's just
Any buildings that's what in Chicago or Cook County.
yeah. And the school, and then the school board guy is in here, Sean Harden.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything like that. You got water reclamation. Yeah, Carrie Still.
Preach them sometimes.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Yeah,
This is so important.
it's very important.
It is.
Mr. Blakemore can explain it better. Right over there. Yeah, he can explain it because he knows exactly why. Yeah.
Why is this so important? Oh, it's very important because it's a public building commission. And all public buildings would be on this commission.
Okay.
All the schools and water reclamation, the county, Brookfield Zoo. So all public buildings. That's the reason they have this. So if the schools have a representative. Yeah, everyone that have public buildings, the park district, water reclamation. So all of them. And that's that little ass rascal there that jumped every time I see him. So this is why they call this something. Called all public buildings. Should be represented on this committee here today. But they just have one item on the agenda today, and that's dealing with.
Yeah, that's believable.
And now.
That's believable.
Yeah,
They're gonna get.
definitely believe.
They're gonna have a serious bill.
I don't even know what I'm talking about today.
You got to, oh, you got a freestyle.
Yeah, we just
Think about freestyle.
2 minutes.
We get 2 minutes. Yeah, I gotta think about it too.
On building this, serious building.
We got
The union, we gotta watch these old corrupt unions now. See those white kids, what's going on? They get off. And they say they're working on that language.
But I can't do something because they child.
well, you gotta start flipping this stuff and get some vaccines first a little careful.
I asked you to come out there
I
and
know the
check that
department
side out.
equipment that's over here. And
I asked you to come out there and check that side out.
I'm gonna try to do it once I get them out of there. Yeah, and so my lips, when this time of the year, they get real chapped and tell you. I'm trying to put this dry lipstick on. Look at the words.
You know that deal.
I'm gonna get the speakers seated.
What I wanna know.
Uh,
That's why I'm down here to find out how many black men and women gonna be working on that site. How much money's coming into the community.
it's Jessica.
That's why I'm down here.
Hi, how are you? Actually, there.
In March now. Yeah.
I don't have to.
So this is a nice little
If I could just.
board meeting.
We registered 2 hours.
Maybe have this online too.
You know, I might have to do.
Oh, yeah, because they not going.
Not gonna give it to you the way.
Okay. Film.
That's on. There's no way.
These things like-
Yeah, yes.
There.
That's all part of the TD and the minor change, because that'll kind of all of the mess I went through that with Scott. for anything related to that. Is
It's just gonna be feeling for me.
that's gonna be,
Don't stick out my mouth. Feel the fact. I know these other gentlemen, all the kids, but he's no longer.
also, just like paper.
But you see what you know, what's up there?
Yes, it's- you may see stuff, however.
Hey, Chris, say, come on, you don't want to be separate.
But I'm.
All the time, one room.
Stop it.
That's
Or not, the mainstream you got, right?
Well, great. This is a good day.
That's what you do that.
No longer.
Yeah.
At that point,
All the same room.
Same room.
yeah, and that's why I responded.
We're gonna do for you, the beautiful. Seat on the building.
So who's gonna be on those rooms?
Be inside. Man, right, that's
Yeah.
right here, right in front of me, I think that's him. We walk, you keep fascinated with water reclamation, I just cannot understand. The corruption.
Go Carrie Steele, y'all. She's the commissioner of water reclamation over there and a real estate agent. Carrie Steele, baby. That's Maze Jackson wife. Hey, that's that's Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson wife right there.
Gonna be working this. And they gonna have union workers or non-union, at least gonna be somebody needs money, okay, strike, they gonna have you. You know what I'm saying? It's sneaky. They have so many union workers.
Right.
Working on-
Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, get together, baby. Really just you.
It's amazing.
Oh, Ray. Ray wants to speak. Yeah, he wants to speak about, you know. So yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah, I don't really have that much. We really don't.
Us three. Ray. No, I speak. You got this. Okay, well, I'll say you already got it. No, I just, I got no. From yesterday to that, I just get them saying. So I've been asleep.
Some money right
No, I just came and I came to you. I just dropped you a little call. So I'm like, I can't do this. So, okay. So I was just like, I didn't really have all that.
In your mind.
But I just said,
And that water is going to be
Right.
Where they at?
out.
So.
Where's Sean at? Where's Sean Harden?
And
We're missing Sean Harden. Yeah, I'm gonna say something brief about this. Huh? I can open it.
I was gonna say, since Danny say she ain't got that much to say.
I ain't got that much to say either.
So sick. Okay, so who's close?
That's tacky.
You always go.
They did.
So she says she don't have that much, and then she'll
They did.
boycott. I'm close, I'll make it a boycott.
And the
I'm gonna reiterate it too.
Right.
I'm like, because at this point, because
it's unbelievable. We just have bad
oh no, it's gonna be me then, right?
When you talk about the same thing over and over, they do the same thing over and over. You don't have no corruption. You have all these black faces and black faces that is allowed. Seven them out. You would think because you have a mayor that's black, you have all the people that's black, you got two constituents that's black. You would think that black people will be making progress. They're not. They're not. They're not.
So we got a flooding issue. You don't address that. And your water reclamation, like,
That's what I'm.
I really don't want to start calling out people jobs in their descriptions.
Well, the senior.
Right.
And I wanna know how many black people don't be working. I see all those little black faces go sitting on that board, greener than candy. See, the name of the game is I want to see some good old abolitionists like John Brown and his sons, good white folks. I'm talking about the good white folks. He was willing to die for to liberate the slaves.
Right.
It's good. Him and his sons, they both out on that one.
Sorry, we.
And some old black turned him in, some old Howard in, turned John Brown in. John Brown just didn't talk it, he lived it. They were called abolitionists. All of these white folks, they are abolitionists. Anything that took the plan, and here comes Brandon Johnson next time. Hugging and smiling and grinning and grinning.
He got his weight shaper on, or is that a bulletproof vest? Is that a weight shaper or a bulletproof vest he got on?
Weight shaper, you probably try to shape it with snatch.
Ozempic
Thank you.
or Sean Harden.
Try to get snatched.
Thank you, I'm not the one. I'm not trying to get hit to go by. I wish you went. I'll go by with Ben.
Where's Tony Perkins or Sean Harden? Where's Sean Harden?
Yeah.
Meeting the policy building commission held today, January 13th. Section 6 is called to order, executive record, please take roll call. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chairman Johnson, here. Commissioner Sacks, here. Commissioner Randall, here. Commissioner Maldonado, here. Commissioner Whitney, here. Commissioner Steele, here. Commissioner Castaneda, here. Mr. Chairman, we're informed. Very well, pursuant to section 2.06G of the Board Meetings Act, the public comment period will be held. Registered speakers will be allowed 2 minutes. Provide comments. Please proceed with the public comment period. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for joining us today to share your comments with the PBC board. In compliance with the Open Meetings Act, public participation provides an opportunity for residents to share their comments with our board commissioners. Although this is not a question and answer session, staff are happy to follow up with you after the meeting. As a reminder, public participants must register 2 hours in advance of the meeting and are allowed 2 minutes to provide comment. Also, as stated in PBC's resolution adopted by the board, all public comments must be limited to issues of concern before the board or its committees. Remarks of a personal nature directed toward a member of the board, employees of the commission, or any individual will not be tolerated. Although we welcome public participation and public comment at our meetings, conduct or behavior that is not respectful or a violation of our anti-harassment policy will not be tolerated. Thank you again for joining us here today. Mary Pat.
Thank you. Our first speaker is James McCoy.
One is mine.
Mayor Johnson, you say all the time how your family came here from the South and all of that. I'm not even gonna get into that. Okay, that's what you say. But you talk about the struggles of Black people, when you talk about trying to make this a safe and affordable city for the Black community. And since you've been here, Chicago has not gotten more affordable at all. You have people who are moving out of Chicago year after year. Chicago has gotten less, has not gotten more safe. You have people who are over here. You allow people who are over here unwarranted, illegal people who are unwarranted and who are not supposed to be here. And they're coming here and committing crimes, and there's nothing that is being done about that. You had a big outrage about the South Shore incident in Chicago, not mentioning the fact that they were Trinidad with gang members. And they were committing crimes and selling drugs and doing prostitution. These things don't get reported. Now, I know the reporting of crimes looks really good.
Is there an item that you're speaking to that is germane to this body?
I'm sorry.
Is there an item that you are speaking to that is germane to this body? Public comment is relegated to items that are germane to this body.
Wow.
Okay.
So you may proceed, but just reference something that is germane to the Public Buildings Commission.
Okay, well, we can talk about the police and the fact that the police are, is that germane to the body?
No.
No, the police,
Freedom of speech.
okay.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's not.
Continue.
No, it's
Don't
not.
waste my time.
Okay.
It dogs holler.
All right then, all right.
You're trying to waste your time.
All right.
Good, Afro Elite. You tell them what you want to tell. You got, tell me he's a loser.
All right, all right. If I guess this hurts your feelings or something like that, it offends you, because this is what I've said the last couple times. And I mean,
They took his time because he know what it is, Afro Elite. Violation.
Our next speaker is Daley.
Oh, pertaining to this body, look, property taxes has went up because of you. Okay? The buildings commission this board right here where Sean Harden is not here. I came here because I need to speak to you, Sean Harden, and $1 Million Tony, right? Because the fact that she was able to buy a $1 million home when our property taxes have went up is crazy. Number two is, I said I wasn't going to speak about it, but I need to understand, why are you so terrible at your job? Why do you continue to lie? Why do you think that you are a great man? You are terrible. The fact that you would just ignore, the fact that you would do that to him when it's our 2 minutes, because you have a terrible administration that won't fix the issues in our community. However, you will get on the TV and act like you care for our communities when you don't. You spent $2.2 billion on the legals. You are trying to get all the public land with CHA. That's why you're trying to push whoever you can put in that CEO spot so y'all can continue y'all affordable housing, money laundering with Obama and the rest of them. You moving people around. Yeah, 14 seconds, like Maurice Robinson in the Park District and stuff like that, to get them prepared, because you're stealing money, tax money, TIF money, to continue to think that you're going to get that seat. You're not. It's done. It's over with.
Thank you. Your time's expired. Daniel Carter.
Public speakers again, your speech, your freedom is protected here.
Uh-huh.
The rules are very clear.
Be a better mayor. 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 Be a better mayor.
If you're gonna continue to get your rules fixed, then yes, delay your thing very clear. Items that are related.
Be a better mayor.
That are related to the Public Buildings Commission.
No,
That is what you're.
no, no. Don't tell us what we should do.
Right. Legals is talking about rights that they don't even have.
You will get a lawsuit in here.
First, we will not allow you to violate our First Amendment right. You just signed an executive order for freedom of speech, and this is what we're going to use in the Constitution. Secondly, you, with your appointed Sean Harden, this is how you disrespect and feel about Black citizens. The Black citizens that you going around trying to get their vote, which is not happening. Sean Harden, you will not address our property taxes.
He's not.
Our property taxes have tripled. You or $1 Million Tony have yet to address the issues that we are having and coming to you. That in the cover of night or a secret meeting, your puppet that you assigned, Sean Harden for CPS, had the nerve to come back around. So you didn't give us no economic relief with our property taxes, but this is what you did give us. You all had the nerve to come back around with your puppet Sean Harden and propose a $25 million property tax hike on us again. All while you're protecting illegal aliens. And then you're gonna come here and tell us what we can talk about. Now we don't talk about what we want to talk about in the building that we pay for. Did you just see our property taxes? Mine have tripled. So you gonna tell me, and my property taxes is paying for this building. So you gonna think you gonna come and tell me what I'm gonna talk about in a meeting? No, you work for us, and you better understand that. I'm gonna talk about property taxes all day until I'm gonna talk about it for the whole 5 minutes if I want to, 2 minutes, 1 minute. You don't tell me what I talk about. Who do you think you are? And I'm gonna talk about how you gave those illegal aliens our money and we are now paying for it. Now you tell me to shut up. Ain't nobody playing these games with you all. So tell your fucking Sean Hardy and you and $1 Million Tony, who just got that house, that we coming for these seats. I don't care what y'all trying to do bad these elections. We put you in those seats.
Jackson?
That's what it is.
Buying elections,
Fine.
midterms now,
Be mad.
with that bulletproof vest on.
So we're gonna talk about buildings, because we're gonna talk about my building. Okay? And we're gonna talk about that residential landlord tenant ordinance that you have over there, that you introduced in South Shore at that Parkside Elementary School about buildings, right? And we're gonna talk about how in South Shore has the highest rates of evictions than any part of the city. And we're gonna talk about how at that Parkside Elementary School meeting, how you, Jeanette Taylor, and Desmond Yancey sat there and showed those and taught those young adults how to squat. How you explained to them with that residential landlord tenant ordinance, how they had 120 days before that landlord could take any action on them. Teaching them how to squat. You failed to teach them or highlight the part of that residential landlord tenant ordinance that applies to people like me, who are landlords and owners in those buildings. And the fact that you are instructing people to squat, while at the same time, City Council in Cook County said that people downtown and the north side did not get tax increases and got tax breaks because they did not have their rental properties full, that they lost rent income. So tell me why it is that you and Tony Preckwinkle did not give the South Side, South Shore, those same concessions, because you already know that y'all telling people to squat. So those people over there, like myself, when the public administrators have told my tenants to squat, and you and Tony Preckwinkle know all about it, been knowing about it. So you all know that you all have deprived me of my income. And all those people in South Shore who are suffering from evictions, they too lost income. So we talk about our buildings. Tell me to shut up
Thank you.
about my building.
Expired. George Blakemore?
Yeah.
He just mad because we at CTU
Yeah.
protesting.
Mayor Stacy
Next is your house. Both of them.
I E1.
I'm not supposed to be talking about it.
What is he dealing with? A senior bill. Break it down. Black people, I want to see my people procurement in these job good contracts and service property. Now tell me that I don't have any right to speak on that time. And put those racist dudes. They're gonna have illegal people working on the bill and the original senior deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's corrupt. See, I know how to collect the dollars. Tell me that. Tell me that. I know exactly what's going on here. For waste, fraud, and abuse. And you have these black faces in high places selling us out. Now, when I go to that site, and then Pat said that she didn't want a low income. Now she sees that his money inhabits low income and the building conditions. He's ready to build that senior building. I want to see black workers. Now, what the old unions gonna be sick, they gonna have non-union next year. Illegals working. I can use the race card. I know how to use the race card. Because I can see we need some good old white abolitionists here. Well, John Brown was a good white man. These whites today are no good. They don't advocate for us. And the Grievance Act is some of you blacks don't advocate for us. Have to sit in these high places, challenge me. I'm not there. Yes, I went go red, flip red. Blue is no good, but the ultimate aim for black people is to go black. We had Black Wall Street before we had any of these go like the political. Come on. I'm not the one that challenged me.
Thank you. For consideration of approval of the minutes for the meeting held
Yeah.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes? Yes, sir. Is there a
Stop.
second?
What time is it?
Move the second, all those in favor?
He's a clown.
Provide the administrative so on January 8th, the chairperson, all the nominations in the report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dale Kennedy, within meeting. Report is as follows. The project agreement presented three transport awards for environmental renovation, demolition, and surveyor specialty consulting services. Details of these awards are included on the tab 848. The record procurement report on the status of the recommendation of the firm to provide design build services for the Department of Family and Support Services on Will Regional Cleaner Center. Executive Director of the Light, the details of this report.
Wow.
The vice was put on the field quarters and notification of change order in the amount of the rent. $188,304 with 2 cents for the Denver Academy Link and mechanical project is detailed on the tab 8-4B. The executive director will also provide updates on various outreach opportunities. The committee accepted the recommendations and reports from the PBC representative. And conclude my report.
Thank you, Chairman. Is there a motion to accept the report? Yes.
So mad.
It's been moved to accept the report. First second.
I'm mad at them.
Second.
Stop.
Hearing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This report is accepted. Now for the report of the executive director regarding regular reports, development status, and other. Matt, Chair, what can executive director get it wrong?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Happy New Year to you and everybody here. Happy to be back with you. We have a brief update to share today regarding our recent activities and some more upcoming activities. On December 16th, PBC attended a subcontractor outreach event hosted by BOA Construction for the Kells George Park Fieldhouse project. BOA, as you recall, is a certified MDEF connecting firm, and they are the design builder for the project. The meeting was held at the Joshua Missionary Baptist Church located at 3255 West Carroll Avenue. Minority and business enterprise firms attended to learn more about subcontracting opportunities for the project. On January 29th, the coordination with 45th Ward Home Games Project and the Department of Water Management are hosting a pre-submission conference for the design build services.
He was downstairs.
New operations facility located at 4825 West Lawrence Avenue. The conference will be held at Copernicus Center located at 5216 West Lawrence Avenue. PBC appreciates the partnership with the Department of Water, and we're looking forward to our continued collaboration with Commissioner Steiner and the client. That concludes my report.
Is there a motion to accept the report? There's second, but any discussion, if seeing no hand, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This report is accepted. Now for the city of Chicago, it's in consideration of approving the tool, appoint a firm to provide design build services for the Department of Family and Support Services in Bronzeville Regional Senior Center, which is going to be located at 4711 and 4755 South Calumet Avenue. Chair recognizes Executive Director General.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thanks for that. On October 2nd, 2025, the PBC issued requests for proposals for design build services for the DFSS Bronzeville Regional Center project.
You think you need no
Design
file?
build process consisted of a review of each submitting firm's qualifications, technical knowledge, and cost proposals, along with an oral presentation and question and answer session. On October 14th, 2025, the BBC hosted a pre-submission conference at the Charles A. Hayes Family Investment Center, followed by a site visit. The PBC convened an evaluation committee of knowledgeable and experienced staff in the Department of Family and Support Services, the Department of Fleet and Facility Management, and PBC to review the information presented as it relates to the technical requirements and evaluation criteria published in the request for proposal. On November 4th, 2025, the PBC received 8 responses for phase 1 of qualification. The evaluation committee recommended 5 firms be shortlisted to provide responses to the phase 2 technical and cost proposal and provide
the oral presentation. Following the interviews and by consensus of the evaluation committee, staff recommends the appointment of Clergy Builders Incorporated, an African-American owned firm to provide design build services. Clergy Builders Incorporated will partner with firm PLLC, a certified minority and women business enterprise firm. The building builders team demonstrated experience and commitment to the overarching goals of this project and the design build process. The team is committed to exceeding the MBE goals for the project. The PBC will negotiate a guaranteed maximum price to complete the design and construction of the facility. And today, we're happy to welcome our partners from the Department of Family and Support Services and Facility Management. Margaret, Alana, and Victoria, thank you for being part of the whole process, all three of you. Also, representatives from Growing Builders team are also in attendance today. If you can stand.
Was looking for them.
Gonna find one black.
PBC appreciates its partnership.
Get that.
It's one
Then minority too.
collaboration with Commissioners Green and Hernandez Conway and their staff. Appreciate all of you coming in. That concludes my report. Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the resolution? Is there a second? It's been moved and seconded. The chair recognizes Commissioner Sacks.
How many square feet do we have just an estimated budget?
We did publish a budget for the project and we do have a proposed GMT amount from the design builder that we're negotiating. So when we negotiate that final value, I can report that back to you. Thank you. Are there any other questions? It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. Congratulations. Is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second? And then moved and seconded. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Bye. Yes. A fail. Get him up out of here.
They just had one item, so I'm so, so they got to leave, he didn't know how. The man, the mirror, he didn't know what to say back to the.
He didn't say that.
He didn't know the mirror.
That's because he's a gentleman, because
Starting, he didn't know what to do. The whole thing like me, he was exactly what.
I know.
watch the clown right here. The clown with the other way.
Some clown socks.
See with the clown. Yeah, it's a clown. Certified goofy. It's a certified goofy right here.
Hey.
Yes. From one non-goofy to a goofy. Don't wear them shoes no more with them socks.
Socks.
Don't you ever.
Socks.
Goofy.
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 Trying to get his face.
Huh?
Well, we got the shoes, get them to him. Trying to
Did you see them socks?
Yeah.
What those, Rugrats?
Socks.
Socks.
Be that old.
Because he's from Elgin. That's an Elgin.
And you
That's an Elgin
you
loser.
a whole mare.
That's an Elgin loser. An Elgin loser.
And I'm sure you know.
It's an Elgin. It's an Elgin loser.
Sitting up here with socks like that and a whole mare.
Well,
Whole mare.
he sold his soul to CTU. That's what happens
Okay.
when you sell. Get him out of here. All right.
Look at him. 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 He's just sitting there. That's across. He would. You know that, don't you? Yeah, he's ready. He was hot. He could have just picked us up and just did like this. He would have. He was so big, he was mad.
Who was? Brandon?
Okay. Where we gonna be at, son?
Right here. I'm just,
In front?
yeah. You probably.
Damien,
He said pulling up. Back on Washington. Ray, can you go with you gotta go get it, right?
yeah, the public.
Yeah. So he over there.
Over here.
Cause I'm
Yeah, could you go get the podium and stuff? Right. I'll go.
with him. It's this way.
You back?
He back at where I guess on Washington Ave. All right. All right, y'all.
We on 118. Tell that can he pull?
All right. Oh, he can't pull right there.
Oh, he can't pull right there. Hello.
Huh?
You know, Brother Warren. This Brother
We met
Warren.
before. We
That's
met on
so big
71st.
Oh, okay.
from the nation.
It's around the corner, like right. That's Washington, right there where we usually go, right there. Or you can hold this and I'll go if you don't know.
That's Brother Jefferson. This is Dennis. That's
Dennis. Okay, nice.
So you want to do it where?
What you say? You said something.
about that.
So yeah. So let me give y'all the. I didn't feel like doing two. So guess what? The purpose of us going to that meeting was because that meeting, the Public Buildings Commission meeting, it's a board executive room. It's the second the second Tuesday of every month. It's in the Daley Plaza, room 200, right? They have all the commissioners, majority of the commissioners in there that I guess has to do with like Mr. Lakemore said, like buildings or something to do with like, yeah, basically. I'll get the pure definition, but Sean Harden, the Board of Education dude that is trying to the Board of Education dude, Sean Harden, who now launched an investigation trying to figure out who leaked about the Open Public Meetings Act. Then you have Brandon Johnson in there, the mayor. Then you have Tony Preckwinkle, $1 Million Tony. She supposed to be in there too. So $1 Million Tony Preckwinkle and Sean Harden, they weren't there. But you saw Brandon Johnson was there. And like my man Gerardo said, we're touching a nerve because he's going to be disrespectful and mess up what Afro Elite was saying. Okay. And that's the mayor. That's the mayor that's going to interrupt somebody's time to tell them what they're doing. That is disrespectful.
He's supposed to stop them.
He hit a nerve. You hit a nerve. You hit a nerve. Right here. What are you talking about right here?
In front of the stop.
Yeah.
We facing which way? Facing the
Daley Plaza.
Oh, so there's no
Oh yeah. I'm waiting for the podium.
yeah. It is one coming.
Yeah. We got our little R1 that we doing here.
He stopped that supposed to be in a park. Yeah, he's supposed to stop the clock.
Well, he hit a nerve.
He did stop.
He hit a nerve. You hit a nerve, and you hit a nerve.
A couple of times.
So that was good. Yeah, they're pissed. They're pissed. It's midterms. They laundering all this money to take this election, and they were about to show that no matter how much money you launder, Brandon, how much money you launder, Brandon, the city wants you out. The city of Chicago wants you out of office. It doesn't matter how much money you launder, baby. It doesn't matter how much money you launder, how much public land you're trying to take. With CHA, you're getting out of office, Brandon. You're getting out. What we got? Ready to talk?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Daley Center, where the corrupt judges are at,
Right.
Jamie.
Oh, we really gotta get another podium.
Oh yeah, I like that podium.
You like this podium?
To get us where we gotta go right now. Because see, the one that you need was like what that got late, what we were renting from that place, but it's $200 each time. That house of rental. Hey, you gotta find something like
Now,
that.
is this, that's what I'm saying. Did you tell John that that's the one that you want? The one
I'm
that
gonna see you tomorrow.
oh, you keep telling me that.
Yes, I'm a.
What's we gonna be facing?
Look, what's wrong with me?
Let's face this way.
Want to face this way?
I don't know.
Yeah, face the
I
county. That's where the shit coming
So I
from,
can make
right?
this song.
Okay, we face the county.
Face the county.
Undo this. I don't know which way. No, you just screw it like screw this. This right here. No, this. Yeah.
But you should have that Picasso too,
Okay.
that Picasso statue.
Right. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah.
That Picasso needed to.
Was it going up yesterday?
Yeah.
Where he at? Oh yeah.
Okay, what y'all used for yesterday?
Oh no, they
Or
put it
just
up.
Try it out.
Right there.
Yeah, it's gonna. You know.
No, it's
But you know what I forgot?
What?
Nothing. But
What thing?
so I gotta use this.
To
Yeah, but
do we have to action?
Joey Lee.
hello, how you doing?
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Mark.
Hi, Mr. Mark.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've been following you on X extensively. You ain't gonna see many people look like me here from where I live
Which way we gonna turn?
because they're all a bunch of
Yeah, let's turn towards the
people just care about themselves.
Right.
So, but I'm here for you.
Thank you.
I'm finally a pleasure to meet you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
How we gonna turn?
I hope you get justice in your.
Going toward.
I've heard of. Tell you what, I was in the courthouse
Right.
taking care of some business there, and the police officer there told me all about your case,
Okay,
Oh
how
wow.
they robbed you and your family. So,
Oh, shout out to my CPD.
yeah, he gave me a good education about it.
Thank you. I love. That's good.
Miss Jackson too.
Yeah, Miss Jackson.
Mark.
Mr. Mark.
Yes, but Jackson. Likewise.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna take it over.
Yeah, he got it. I know. I mean, numbers out here, but it's where we live. And
I think it's gonna be this
people
time.
vote with their feet.
Right.
That's what we got to do.
I think so. I think if we just continue to keep the information, people are ready now, you know.
I hope so.
Because we're gonna lose the city.
It's about going down the drain. You got to pull it back out.
Yeah. So that's why it's go time. I'm not playing no more. I have to go out to protest everything. That's what I'm gonna see to you now, Mondays and Fridays.
Monday and Friday.
Yep. And then I'm working on something big because I know a lot of people do want to support, but jobs and stuff. So I got like 3 months, and so I'm gonna give it again.
Hey,
Well, the people counter have jobs.
Right.
good. You
And get paid.
This is their job.
Getting paid, right.
Okay.
But
They don't
we're gonna
pay
get the
taxes
vote.
either. So they ain't even from here.
Yep, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Is Ray?
Yeah, Ray is he's part of our members. He's trying to get okay. Mr. Blakemore wants to say something too.
Okay, it's supposed to after because I'm close.
Okay, yeah. You closing, yeah. All right.
Appreciate you, young man.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
So let's start this good old press conference, y'all. Thank y'all for watching, liking, subscribing, share. It's gonna take all of us. You going first?
I thought Danny was gonna open.
Okay, yeah, she right here.
Open, then you, then Ray.
Okay.
Then you gonna Blakemore, you go next to Apple.
Whatever makes sense for you.
Okay, so Danny, so Ray, then you, then Apple, then me.
All right.
Dennis,
Dennis, are you speaking?
Dennis, are you speaking or no?
Are you saying anything?
Go back there. You said it right there?
Oh no, I'm gonna stay where you.
Dennis,
Yeah,
Are you speaking or no?
yeah, I'm thinking,
Okay, then you'll go after Blake.
okay, okay. Yeah.
Alright. Probably be right here. Is this the I in the way? If I'm right here? Yeah, you going first then. When you ready. And then somebody gotta hold this for me when I speak. Last I'm gonna stand with her when she speaks first. And then when
Talk about stuff like that.
Oh,
I mean, he said,
you the nerd. That's cool. You the nerd. Yeah. You be the nerd. What did you say after?
what you try to say?
I was tired out because this whole campaign is about Chicago being a safe and affordable city. And I was dispelling the whole narrative that Chicago is a safe and affordable city. And I made it to the point where the South Shore thing with the helicopters that he sat up there crying about, and he stopped me. And he said, he says, are you speaking on an item, on what particular item are you speaking on? And I'm all like kind of, the item speaking, subject I'm speaking. And he's like, well, this is for items on the agenda.
Has he ever stopped it?
I've never seen him stop anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I never saw that.
Ready? So, oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's keep on.
I
Like
guess.
it's dark so
I'm not gonna talk. No, please don't stand by.
Oh, well,
And again,
you got it. Okay.
Okay. You got the website places and all that stuff.
Ready?
no. Hold on, wait. Excuse me, brother. You can get close to the side.
Okay. But this, yeah. I mean, if it's not that much, much. They charge, they test Ellis. We'll see. We'll see. That's good. Rip, and I'm positive.
Anybody else? Are we? Y'all ready?
Hello, my name is Danielle Carter Walters, and I'm the Vice President of Chicago Flips Red. Today, we're here to address the property tax hike. Tyler versus Hennepin County, 2023. In this case, the Supreme Court ruled that local governments cannot seize a person's property and keep the entire sales proceeds when the property is sold for unpaid property taxes. And the case specifically dealt with Minnesota's Hennepin County, where the county had sold a property after its owner failed to pay property taxes and keep the excess proceeds for sale. So since we have incompetent leaders, since we are not getting any justice or answers about these enormous property tax hikes, we are calling for a boycott on our property taxes. We are demanding answers. We're demanding that they make sure these property taxes are what they should be, which is lower these property taxes. And until we get that, we will not pay these property taxes. And if it's a lawyer out there that's willing to take our case, please contact Chicago Flips Red and you'll get the rest of the information when we finish in the end of this press conference. Now, next, I want to give the mic to Zoe.
Good afternoon. I'm Zoe Lee. I'm the founder of Chicago Flips Red. I'm here because we're never going to get an answer from this city, the elected officials, because the corruption is rooted so badly that they don't even know how to answer a question. We cannot continue to let this happen. The old machine is dying. The baby machine is being built by their kids, by their nieces, by their grandkids, by their friends, by their kids' friends, by their kids' grandparents, and they have no idea what to do. And they have no idea what they're doing. And if we continue to allow this, we're not going to have a city. As you see what Minnesota is going through, this paid protesting BS that they're trying to do, they're going to try to do here January 24th by shutting down Lakeshore Drive, which is insane because no one wants to talk about the high property taxes and the theft of our properties in our communities. Yes, the property taxes has affected majority of Chicago. But we have to look at the South Side and the West Side. We have to look at our communities. And we cannot be afraid to discuss the uncomfortable truth of our communities, which is the TIF theft that has continued to happen in our communities. Our communities have been allocated probably about $1 trillion in TIF money. These elected officials have been stealing this TIF money since Daley have been in office. I can talk about Bill, who knows exactly about that TIF money. He's the longest serving alderman in there since 1999. David Moore, he knows about the TIF money. Emma Mitz, Michelle Harris, and they use that TIF money. That's their piggy bank, and they have no oversight. They're starting to now work with their developers that they're picking and choosing, their realtors that they're picking and choosing, and they're going in and hitting us hard, especially our elders and properties that are paid off.
Yes.
The federal lawsuit that Danielle was referring to, and the Supreme Court case as well, and then there was a case, Bell versus Pappas. That was the same case that they took from SCOTUS, basically saying that it's unconstitutional to take your house if you have equity. And that is what they do. On top of that, what they did in my case is our property was paid off. Sandpiper Lounge, 7954 to 7958 South Austin. Not only did they knock it down, they knocked the equity down as well. That's unconstitutional. And the issue is with this city is they're so used to knocking our buildings down, stealing our properties, and working with people like Ed Burke, the Doliac. Now we have Rogers that have these law firms that work with the city and continue to steal our properties and then pay off these judges, pay off these prosecutors, these lawyers, these clerks, and they were going to continue to do it because they feel like they're untouchable. We cannot pay a tax at all. Property taxes don't pay. I feel like we shouldn't pay any of these other taxes. When we buy our food or we buy anything, we need to pay cash, exact amount of what it is, and tell them to get their taxes from Brandon Johnson, from Attorney Kwame Raoul, from the Dunn County Office Building to Pritzker, to the corrupt judges that continue to not follow the oath in the U.S. Constitution. These people are criminals. This is one big RICO, and we cannot allow this to happen. Midterms is coming up. I need everyone to register to vote and register to vote as a Republican. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to discuss. These people are all compromised, and including some of these Republicans. And we will let you know the ones not to vote, because we're going to get them out of there as well, because it's a system. And the system is going to continue to not be in our favor because they're all connected. and they're all connected, and they feel like because they have the judges in their bag, in their pockets, they got the lawyers in their pockets, they got everybody in their pocket, that nothing's going to happen to them. We have a new administration, President Trump. I appreciate everything that you're doing right now, but I need you to come in here and start arresting these elected officials. You can start with Brandon Johnson. You can start with Tony Buckwinkle. You can start with Kwame Raoul, those commissioners, Samantha Steele, Tara Stamps. I mean, we can go on and on. These aldermen, Michelle Harris, Jason Irvin. These people are criminals. These Hispanic KKK that have taken over, and they're not, and they're anti-American. They're anti-Chicago. They're anti-homeownership. These are communists. This is Marxism. This is socialism, and this cannot be tolerated in the richest nation in the country. We pay for all of this. We should not be we should not be treated like we're third world country people. Third world, what's it, third world? Yeah, third world country people in our country that we are born and raised and built. This makes no sense. And every time you go and ask any of these elected officials any questions, they have no answers. But they keep screaming racism. They keep screaming the white man. They keep screaming Trump. They keep screaming everybody but themselves because they don't understand what accountability is. So we have to hold them accountable. And how we hold them accountable is we have to boycott and stop paying taxes. Stop paying taxes until we get a federal oversight, until we get the feds here. Just like they went and got Maduro while we sleep, and you go ahead and do that with all of them. Thank you.
Thank
Next, we're going to be introducing George Blakemore.
Thank you, Zoe. And we're having here taxation without representation. And we're not being represented. And what we have to do is to have a revolution. Physically, you can't vote them out. They've been slated by a corrupt machine, the Democratic machine, and then whoever they slate, the people come right back and vote for them. So you have to have a revolution, like the French Revolution. So, Mr. Blakemore, you talking about violence. By any means necessary, these people have to go. By any means. What happened to Marie Antoinette? She said, forget the people, feed them cake. The next time, they decided to get rid of her, a revolution. And that's what's going on up in Minnesota. The people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. These political hacks, the black ones, the white ones, the Hispanic, the Asian, all these old Democrats, get them out. Now, when Trump comes, if I would see Trump, I'll make sure that anybody vote would have to be a legal citizen. They would have to have an identification and a legal citizen. But what's happening here in this blue town, illegals are voting. They're working. They're doing all things that a legal citizen can't do, especially the black ones. We're being taxed without representation. So I'm saying a revolution. Oh, you kick them out by any means necessary. Now, because it seems like to me, you are flipping them red, coming out voting. A lot of illegals vote. Now, when it comes to these old regular buildings down here now, the people can't rent them. And people have moved out of the loop. So we're going to make them into affordable housing. All that's a scheme. Zoe and Flip Red and Go Red and my people, we have to physically have a revolution. And you know, one thing that I like about John Brown, he was a good white man and abolitionist. There are some good white folk. He wanted to free the black man. So we still have some good white folk. So by any means necessary, vote them out, kick them out, do whatever necessary. But a change gotta come here. A change got to come here. Now, flip red, go blue, go black. Make this change happen by any means necessary. And thank you. And you're doing a wonderful job, Zoe and Danielle and Flip Red. May God bless you. And in return, may you bless somebody else and kick them all out. Kick all these little blues out. Okay, giving us the blues. Giving us the damn blues.
Now we're gonna have one of our members, Ray, speak about what the injustices that's going on in his case and in this devil of a building that's named after a devil.
How you doing? Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in this data center with these corrupt judges. Renee Jackson, Judge Renee Jackson, Judge R.C., Judge Jamie G. Dickler, and room 1806 here. My son was kidnapped, and they're not doing anything about it, but keep giving me different judges. And now they're doing guardianship fraud. The judge know about the guardianship fraud, and she's still not doing nothing about it. Jamie G. Dickler in 1806. And I got a phony guardian ad litem by the name of Ashante McLeod Johnson that helped kidnap my son. Renee, what's her name? Renee Chaville. Yeah, kidnapped my son. I ain't seen them in a year and a half, and I don't understand this. They want me to do something crazy, but I ain't gonna do it. I know what they're trying to have me do, but we need to get these corrupt judges up out of here at the data center. All of them need to be investigated and sent to jail. The alderman here, what's the alderman name? Conway. I told him about it. He's not doing nothing about it. How could someone get kidnapped in your ward and you do nothing about it? 17th State Police Station. Oh, and he wants to run for mayor. Do not vote for him. We need to get all these Democrats out of here. They bogus. Brandon Johnson is bogus. This hacks is bogus. All this stuff is bogus. My son is Dylan Roundtree. He goes to the school, South Loop Elementary, 1601 South Dearborn. I haven't seen him, period. There's no court thing saying I can't see him or none of that. But Renishaville is holding my son against his will for me from seeing him. This stuff needs to be investigated. Trump needs to come and do something with this building. Shut this building down. Do something, because these judges are bogus in here. Thank you very much.
Next is Dennis.
Good evening. There's the old saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Well, the city of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, the council member, Tony Prankwood with the commissioners, and J.B. Pritzker have fooled us for too long. If you look at it, we have these corrupt judges. We have everything is corrupt here in the city of Chicago. But one good thing is when Judge Hannah Dugan was arrested and convicted for obstructing ICE, Jessica Fuentes should have been arrested and convicted for obstructing ICE too. So what do we need to do? First of all, there is no racism. There is a democratic racism going on right here. And the head of the snake is Brandon Johnson right now. He over here talking about how much of a free black man he is, how much Trump and Greg Abbott was afraid of a free black man, but I'm a black man. And you over here stifle us with these taxes, with the crimes. Our children cannot learn how to read and do math skills. But you sign up with the protesters, anti-ICE, the No King protests, and you guys and whatever it is Trump is doing that benefit for us, You as a black man is opposing it with JB Pritzker. So and now here come these taxes that's coming out of our pocket. We don't know where it's going to, because Maria Papa say, we'll do a payment plan. But we won't know where our tax money is going to. Well, we already know where it's going to. It's going to these illegals. CTU, CPS, and Brandon Johnson are all one. That's what it is. They are one network. And believe it or not, Tony Pringle was a member of CPS. So she's part of that equation too. So we need a forensic audit and demand Trump with the FBI and Pam Bunny to come to Chicago, whether Brandon Johnson like it or not, whether JB Pritzker like it or not, to do a forensic audit on everything that's been crippling us economically. It's ironic that we get taxed because Trump won't give up that federal fund to them. So they taking it out on the taxpayer. But you see all these illegal aliens that's in these apartment buildings like on South Shore, they're not getting taxed. The property not getting taxed. It's the blacks that getting taxed. You don't see no illegal over here. They over here fighting our government. In their country, they won't fight their government. They over here raping our women, but they not gonna rape their women. But I want to ask you, I want to know something about with Brandon Johnson and JB Pritzker that allow these illegal aliens in here. What if they rape your girlfriend, your wife, your mother, your aunt, your grandmother? You want ICE to stop it. You see how that role flip? It don't work like that. So, Brandon Johnson, you got to go one way or another, brother, but you got to go. Next speaker is Afro Elite.
Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. I appreciate Chicago Flip Spread for allowing me to be here. I will say, Brandon Johnson, he talks often about how his family came here through the Great Migration. I can't tell that. I don't believe that, to be very honest with you. I know my family did, and I can tell we're not cut from the same cloth. Not at all. He talks about anytime he's in trouble, anytime he's scrutinized, how the black man is being scrutinized and all of this stuff. But I'm going to be very honest with you. I think Brandon Johnson hates black people. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. Every time we go viral, every time at City Hall, every time at a press conference, it's black people telling Brandon Johnson that he's doing a terrible job. You don't see a lot of Hispanics complaining about the job that Brandon Johnson's doing. Here or there, you might see some who are citizens, who are taxpayers, and they don't like all this stuff either. But it's the black people that he claims that he's defending and that he hides behind as a shield to protect him from any type of criticism and to protect him from accountability and to protect him from scrutiny. All right? And I'm going to tell you right now, as a black man, I'm not sure where his family is really from. That's still, the jury's still out on that one. But my family's from America, okay? My family built America. Can't say the same about Brandon Johnson. But I'm going to say this right now. I know my family that lives here deserves a good Chicago. And that's not what Brandon Johnson is turning Chicago into. Brandon Johnson, his policies are running people out of Chicago. I was up there and Brandon Johnson just stopped me from speaking because he likes to talk about how safe Chicago is. And the news is backing him up. The news has always backed Brandon Johnson up. I mean, they criticized him a little bit, so they don't seem biased. I said, okay, well, if you want to talk about the crime, why didn't you mention the fact that it was Trinde Aragua gang members in that South Shore building when ICE came and raided that? He got very upset with that because when Trinde Aragua, when all these foreign gangs and criminals and murders and rapists and drug dealers, when they come over here, that doesn't get reported in the news. The news doesn't say anything about that. So the selective crime that they do report, yeah, that's going down. But if you section off the crime that gets reported, it's going to make crime go down. So crime's really going down despite what the news is telling you. Is Chicago more affordable? Ask the homeowners. They don't think so. I've not seen anybody come up and say, you know what, Chicago's way more affordable. I wasn't thinking about living here, but now I do. Okay? It's not more affordable now as far as bags, not as far as the Ubers, not as far as property taxes, anything and everything. The property taxes that Brandon Johnson promised that he was not going to raise. And it went back to his promise. He's not a man of his word at all. And he's making black people, the people he hates, pay the bill for illegal immigrants, people who are not supposed to be here. This is who he cares about. I want everybody to understand the whole black faces and high places stuff, that's over with. We got to mature past that. All skin folk are not kinfolk. You think because Brandon Johnson has dark skin, Brandon Johnson has black hair or black features, he cares about you. You think that, but he doesn't. Every single decision that he makes proves that he doesn't. And this is why we're saying we're standing up now, because we've had this conversation with him. We've tried to negotiate with him. We've tried to negotiate with city aldermen. We've done everything the right way. They say, you got to do things the right way. We've done everything the right way. We've sat through the meetings. We didn't just hoop and holler. We shook hands. We went to meetings. We talked to them, and we were ignored. Now it's at this point where we're saying there needs to be a boycott of taxes. Okay? All of this taxation without representation, that's anti-patriotic, anti-American, needs to stop. So this is what I'm calling for. Boycott of taxes. And I like what Zoe said, as far as taxes, property taxes, of course, but all taxes, really. Because this is insane. This is ridiculous. And if we keep going and allowing this to happen, because this is what too many people are doing, if we keep allowing this to happen, Chicago will be destroyed. He will run Chicago in the ground. Businesses are leaving. People are leaving. Property owners are leaving. What will be of Chicago if we don't stand up and do something right now? Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jessica Jackson, and I'm the advisor to Chicago Flip Spread. And I'm in agreement with everything that was said here today, and particularly about boycotting property taxes. This makes no sense. It makes no sense that our city council, all 50 of them, 20 of which are black, with a whole quote-unquote black mayor and a whole black Cook County president, came into agreement that the black parts of town, South Side and the West Side, would get tax increases in their property tax bills for as high as 133%, some say up to 200%, while they sat back and agreed that downtown Northsiders should have minimum tax increases, less than 5%, and suburbs having moderate tax increases, 10 to 11%. There's no justification for that, none. But the good news is, yesterday when I was looking at television, I saw a segment of Illinois in Focus. And Illinois in Focus talked about the fact that yesterday, President Trump made an announcement that he was withholding $1 billion from the city of Chicago and Cook County due to the misuse of funds for several different things. But the main thing that he highlighted was the fact that these nonprofits and these 501c3s, companies and agencies that have been getting money from federal funding, that he's now requiring that if you were a 501c3, a nonprofit here in Chicago, that you have to provide receipts, you have to provide proof that you actually spent this money to the betterment of the city, that your nonprofit, your 501c3, actually produced that which it's supposed to produce. Now, here's the irony in this. Because Donald Trump made that statement, our Illinois State Attorney General, Kwame Raoul, along with other attorney generals from other blue states and cities, came together and filed a lawsuit against Trump, claiming that he didn't have the right to do these investigations. Well, I take heart to that from coming from Kwame Raoul. When we know that we have gone to Kwame Raoul several times as Illinois Attorney General, asking him to investigate these local issues, like, for example, the issue of them stealing property here, like, for example, the civil rights department that he supposedly has in his own office that's specifically set up for the sole purpose of looking into the fact that Black people's properties have been getting stolen from the South Side and West Side, and particularly from senior citizens. I personally submitted a civil rights claim for investigation to Kwame Raoul. He failed to provide that investigation. And more so, in addition to that, as for my case, Alderman Chris Talaferro and Sergio Lopez also had wrote a letter to Kwame Raoul asking that he investigate these issues that I'm referring to about property. These requests for investigations went without a response from Kwame Raoul. Also, after that, another day, about 2 weeks ago, me, myself, and some of us went to the federal building. To Kwame Raoul's building on LaSalle. And they wouldn't let Zoe upstairs. And for those of us that did get upstairs, we filed another civil rights complaint for Kwame Raoul. To date, we still have not gotten an answer. So I take issue with the fact that Kwame Raoul is upset that President Trump wants to come in and look at that comprehensive report audit. The point that Illinois in Focus made yesterday was that Illinois has a trend of not providing audit reports in a timely manner. In fact, the information that they had yesterday on this Illinois in Focus report, the Center Square, was from 2023, because that's the latest information that they have. Now, the good thing about that report that they want to keep hidden is that the report had adverse opinions in it. The adverse opinions in it were two major spots. Number one, they were questioning the money that went to violent programs, saying that where's that money? What happened with that? The other segment that they were looking at was the COVID-19 money. Well, we all know from being in these meetings that $95 million of the COVID surplus went to illegal immigration. So I'm saying to my president, look no further. Come on to Chicago. Come on and get with Chicago Flip Bread. We got the evidence. We got the evidence that you need, Donald Trump. I tell you not to be worried about Kwame Raoul. Kwame Raoul needs to be worried about Kwame Raoul. Kwame Raoul needs to be worried about how these seats going to get taken from these Democrats. We got all the evidence that you need. And your citizenship. See, because that's the ironic thing. Something that Afro Elite talked about. The fact that how we can't get Brandon Johnson or these other Black officials to act on our behalf. Kwame Raoul is a perfect example of that. Kwame Raoul has stayed hidden. He doesn't answer anything. He does not respond. However, when this issue of illegal immigration came, now all of a sudden he's in every press conference every time you look up. Why? Because he's Haitian. Black people in Chicago and throughout the country, we got to stop falling for the okie doke. We got to stop letting them give us Black immigrants as political faces in these positions. They run on the Black card. They use the Black pride. They use the Black community only to get in office and do like Kwame Raoul, to do like Desmond Yancey, to do like Barack Obama, to do like what Kamala Harris thought she was going to do, and that is get in on the Black card and then be all about immigration. There was a time
when black people really did try to do Pan-Africanism. I'm 63 years old. I can remember when it was the time that we really tried that. And because we tried that, it gave the government an opportunity to put black immigrants in positions instead of us. We need to face the fact. This country has a plan for black America. And their plan is to run us to economic devastation. And they're doing it by way of a lot of fake black immigrant politicians. We have to stop. Word is, and I've said it before, allegedly, Brandon Johnson is a Haitian. Personally, I believe there's truth to that because it doesn't make any sense that he would do the black community like this and expect to still get in office. Chicago Flips Red is asking what we just said. Number one, protest these property taxes. We encourage you all to appeal your property taxes. And more importantly, or as importantly to that, the other thing that Chicago Flips Red is doing is that we're demanding a meeting with these pastors. These same preachers that came and stood in front of Trump Towers and lied and said that Trump Towers was the only building that got a tax cut down there. When we know that those same pastors on several other boards for Cook County, we know that because we're in meetings all the time. Right now, we are waiting. Me and Zoe Lee went to People's Harvest Church on Thursday to leave a note with the pastor there, Michael Eady, requesting that we have a subsequent meeting with those pastors because we are not going to allow the cloth to mislead the people. That's been a game from the plantation. That's what the story of Nat Turner is all about. Read about it. How that black people were used as preachers to mislead the number of black people that was on that plantation. We're not going for it in 2025. All those preachers that stood behind Brandon Johnson and now that's watching them come after our property this way. We're holding all black organizations accountable. We're holding all of them accountable because all of them know that our property is being stolen, and particularly South Shore, and particularly on the south side and the west side. And they don't say a word because all of them are getting paid with these 501c3s and these nonprofits. So yes, we welcome Donald Trump to come in and do this investigation. We welcome for him to look at that COVID money and to look at that teen violence, crime, and violence prevention money. And there's a whole list of other monies that are itemized in this TIF money and other money that's itemized in this comprehensive financial report. If you go to that Illinois on Focus segment that I'm talking about that aired yesterday, go to the 7-minute and 4-second part. And that's when he will bring up the report and show you the line items that I'm referring to and about how President Trump is questioning those line items. And he goes on and explains how since 2023, they are refusing to give up information, financial information. So I encourage you all to look at that report so that you can have a full understanding of how serious this is about the fact that they have taken our money and have run this city into debt behind illegal immigration. I'm encouraging black people to get focused. Stop being off track with all these things that have nothing to do with us. What happened in Venezuela has nothing to do with us. I want everybody to remember that video. What did he say to us in City Hall? That immigrant? No more money for you. No more money for you. You lazy. You lazy. No more money for you. But we supposed to be concerned about what's happening over there? I'm encouraging black people, get focused. It is unfortunate that that white woman got killed by the ICE agent, but we do know that she was impeding the ICE investigation. She was stopping something that was beneficial to us. Black people, get focused. Get focused. Stop being on bandwagons. These Democrats have to get out of office. So we ask you all to pay attention to the moves that we're making We'll keep you updated, especially Danny and Zoe with this online stuff. They'll keep you updated. And we will flip Chicago red. We will flip Chicago red because Chicago has to go the other way in order to survive. We will not survive with the Democrats in office like this. We are headed quickly the economic genocide as a group, and we have the right to represent our group and to stand for Black people just like everybody else stands for them.
Yep.
And we are unapologetic in doing so.
Yep.
So God bless you all. Keep Chicago's flip thread lifted in your prayers.
All hands on deck.
All hands on deck.
Okay, so give information to families.
Zoe is going to give you the contact information for Chicago Flip Thread.
You can go to flipsred.com. Also info at chicagoflips.red or Zoe, Z-O-E at chicagoflips.red. And I'll make sure that Miss Jessica, if you're trying to get in touch with Miss Jessica, I'll forward it to her, and I'll make sure I forward it to Danielle if you're trying to get in touch with Danielle, Ray, Afro, Lee, or anybody else who spoke, Mr. Blakemore. But yes, this is a matter of survival. This is like Mr. Blakemore says, by any means necessary. And we can do it by using this U.S. Constitution that our founding fathers fought for. You know, this is not fair. We cannot let our country go to waste, and we will not. And it's Illinois and focused states sue over funds. DHS, Department of Homeland Security, responds to critics. Feds responds to investigation. It's Illinois focused. Shout out to the Center Square. James, I love them. So appreciate y'all. All hands on deck. Thank you. And we will keep you posted. We're at CTU protesting. And to the parents to come out, please come out. And we're also going to work on some days that you guys are able to come out with your children when it's not school days. So we're just getting started. Midterms is coming and it's ours. Peace. Chicago Flips Red.